Simon & Schuster Audio presents Free Ride, Heartbreak, Courage, and the 20,000-mile motorcycle journey that changed my life. By Noraly Schoenmaker, read by Imani Jade Powers. Aut inveniam viam aut faciam. I will find a way, or make one myself. Preface. I was 6 years old when I wrote in a school assignment the words, "I want to go home." We were supposed to simply write words like dog, cat, and ball, but spelling mistake aside, my mind was apparently elsewhere. Back then, I didn't know that I would later spend years of my life trying hard not to go home. I got my first diary not long after these famous words, and I started to write more and more. Not just in my diary, but also stories, which I would print and fold into skinny booklets. I knew I wanted to be a writer when I grew up. When I began exploring the world on my own in my 20s, I recorded my experiences in detailed travel journals. I've reread many of them and watched back a lot of footage from my YouTube channel while writing this book. Some of the conversations I describe in the pages ahead were held in languages I barely spoke, such as Russian. I didn't understand what had actually been said in them until I published my videos on YouTube when native-speaking viewers would comment on them. However, I also describe plenty of experiences in this book that I never shared online. Sometimes this was just because I'd forgotten to turn on my camera, but often it was because I was afraid to record myself in scary and vulnerable moments. I was afraid of how people would respond to my ineptitude. So I chose to go through these most difficult parts of my journey alone, without anyone watching. Now, 5 years after my first motorcycling adventure, I've gathered the courage to share these experiences, and finally tell the whole story. Prologue. A Wreck of Broken Dreams. Spring 2019. It was early April. Spring should have sprung ages ago, but everywhere I looked, the ground was covered in snow. I was in northern Iran, in the Alborz Mountains near the Caspian Sea. "Look, Basanti, snow!" I'd exclaimed at first and rubbed a handful on her tank. But now I was getting worried. That morning I'd left Sari, the capital of the Mazandaran province. The plan was to...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?